In our scenario 3, we've got two vehicles approaching each other. So fairly similar to the previous one, fairly straightforward. So both machines, as they approach, they should have their A1 awareness. As they get too close, they get their A2s. And if they continue to drive forward, we get our A3 alarms. Fairly straightforward, fairly easy. Again, the variations are head-to-head, a head-to-tail, or a tail-to-tail. It shouldn't matter whether the machine's going forwards or backwards as they approach. It applies no matter what. Again, I've listed the example there about the fact that our tunnels are rarely straight in the mining community, and that needs to be considered in this one. And we've also got those flat drives, dip drives, or even crests that need to be considered as part of the design process. And again, those example parameters. This one's fairly straightforward, particularly if you've wrapped your head around the previous one. Now we move into some possible false triggers as a result of those two previous ones. And the first one being congestion. So congestion is something that does occur underground, and in a lot of cases, it's actually quite deliberate. So we've got examples in an underground mine where you need vehicles to queue up or bunch up together to either await for permission to do something or in general as part of their job. So if we run a couple of examples to help understand portal access, for example. So if you've got machines queuing up at the portal to enter the mine, sometimes a lot of mines won't let people in until, particularly after blasting, until they've got all clears. So until the safety inspector or the blasting inspector has been down, checked out the previous shift's blasts, made sure that they've all gone off safely, made sure that the fumes are extracted safely before they let the machines in. So you'll have vehicles queued up at a particular point, waiting for permission to go ahead. Now, in that case, we want vehicles to queue up. Real estate is a premium underground, so we need vehicles to stack together quite tightly in a lot of circumstances. And then once we've got the all clear, once we've got the permission to go, we need the vehicles to actually decongest. And that's particularly important for a theoretical level 9. If we were bunching our vehicles up and we had a level 9 system in play with a slow crawl stop system in place, theoretically all those machines that are bunched up wouldn't be able to proceed. So we need the ability to bunch them up and to proceed in those examples. So we talked about the portal access. We've got go lines, we've got like vehicle parking bays, even a key intersection in a mine, which is what I've depicted on the right there. Sometimes you've got key intersections on declines. You'll see vehicles stack up in a queue waiting for their turn to traverse that intersection. You've also got workshops, maintenance bays, lunchrooms, refuge stations, all sorts of examples where you've got lots of vehicles bunched up together.